other than that, you see things you can't explain.
It's difficult. That rumor stems from the experience of Bob Lazar, who claims he worked at an ultra-secret division of Area 51 called S4.
S4 was built and maintained only for one reason, and that was to house and to test any other recovered alien technology vehicle.
Salisbury Plain in southern England, 2500 BC. Workers here complete the outer circle of Stonehenge.
Everything is wrong. Even the ocean looks different.
In the winter of 1692, a group of 8 young girls in Salem, Massachusetts began exhibiting strange behavior, seizures, contortion. In a series of trials, hundreds of people were accused of being witches, and 19 were eventually hanged.
A band of snowbound pioneers pushed to the brink by starvation. They violated the ultimate taboo, eating human flesh. But was the Donner Party a group of savage cannibals?
He clearly thought he was destined for greatness, to be remembered for all time.
And reckless for glory.
Custer was going to find the Indians, and Custer was going to attack the Indians. There's no worry about how many Indians there are.
Custer's last stand.
"700 years ago, a young Venetian embarked on a 24-year odyssey, taking him to the furthest reaches of the globe. His book, Description of the World, altered the course of history and made him a legend. Some believe it also made him a liar.
They called him Lucky Lindy. Then, the ultimate tragedy struck.
These are hardcore guys, daring enough to kidnap the Lindbergh baby and risk the death penalty.
But was justice served?
2 people, 3 people? For sure, it is not one person.
And what can modern forensics reveal?
A computer can do a lot more than a document examiner can do.
Who killed Lindbergh's baby?
We know it is the president's car. Another car directly behind the presidential car. Another Secret Service man spread eagle over them. We don't know if he has a rifle being sold back here. Some government police officers are rushing up the hill at this time. He has been given a blood transfusion. It's official. As of just a few moments ago, the President of the United States is dead.
So little is known of the fate of those 2 souls. Edward and his brother Richard were imprisoned in the Tower of London, and then they were never seen again.
We're on the trail of one of America's most infamous assassins, John Wilkes Booth. We want to find out if he survived the ambush at Garrett's barn and lived on many years after his supposed capture and death.
chupacabra. It's been a mystery since 1995, with sightings all over the U.S., from Texas to Maine. The legend says the elusive dog-like creature attacks livestock, bleeding them dry of blood.
Young couples from Point Pleasant, Mr. and Mrs. Roger Scarberry and Mr. and Mrs. Steve Mallet, were driving through the TNT area. As they pulled alongside the plant, Linda Scarberry gasped and saw two bright red circles. As they hurtled past it, it spread its bat-like wings and took off straight up into the air.
Think of an outlaw. The first outlaw. The most famous outlaw of all time. One name stands alone. Robin Hood.
Growlbowl Man. Throat slit from ear to ear. Eat a girl. Strangled and stabbed. Bearding Men, stabbed and disemboweled. By all appearances, most met a violent end. Many saw these mummies as criminals, executed for crimes against society. But today, archaeologists see something far more complex. Mummies with Caucasian features found in China. It's a discovery that could change history. Did Westerners make it to China more than 3,000 years before Marco Polo? A mystery only the most advanced forensic tools of the 21st century can solve.
This is the story of a simple farmer and the discovery of an incredible artifact that would destroy his family. An artifact that has affected the lives of all who have been drawn to it. Its mystery has never been revealed until now.
It's known as the Voynich manuscript. It is considered to be one of the most mysterious books in the world.
And finally tonight, someone has used new computer technology to try to solve a centuries-old mystery. Millions around the world believe the Shroud of Turin once covered the body of Jesus, leaving a searing imprint. Now,
The story of Roanoke is really one of the first great mysteries in American history. This was England's first attempt to establish a permanent settlement in the New World. By the time the supply ships finally return, almost 3 years later, the colony has completely vanished. All they find are the bones of one man and this word Croatoan carved on a post left in the encampment.
July 2nd, 1937. 7,000 miles of empty ocean stand between Amelia Earhart and her bold attempt to be the first to fly around the world, following the equator. She and her navigator Fred Noonan take off from Lae, New Guinea for Howland Island, a speck of sand in the middle of the Pacific. It was the last anyone would see of her.
mystery of the sea. Discovered adrift in the middle of the ocean. No captain at her helm. No crew on deck. On board, no signs of a fight. Her valuable cargo intact. She flew no distress signal. Rudderless, she wandered the Atlantic, her tattered sails the only sign of disorder. What had happened to turn the Mary Celeste into a ghost ship?